Hey everyone! In today's video, I'm going to show you how to draw different anime eye styles, from serious to cute and everything in between. We're breaking down each eye step by step, covering a few styles so you can pick up tips to improve your own characters. So grab your pencils and let's dive in. Alright, let's start with the first eye. I'm going for a basic shape here. Remember, you don't need to make it perfect, just get the rough shape down. Now let's add in the iris and pupil. This is where the eye starts to come to life. Keep it simple, just a circle inside the shape. Just like this, easy and simple. Make the outlines a bit darker. I'll fast forward this part. A bit of shading will make it pop. I'm using light strokes here. If you go too dark, don't worry, you can always fix it up later. You can use white highlighter for the shining part, but it's not necessary. And here's a cute one. Big round eyes with a lot of shine. Just make the iris bigger and add some extra highlights. Alright, now for this one, I'm going with a classic anime eye style. Big and expressive. First, I'll draw the outline with a rounded top and a slight curve at the bottom. Next, I'll add a large circle for the iris, making sure it's centered for that cute look. Now let's add some highlights inside the eye, just a couple of small circles to make it look shiny. And finally, I'll shade in the pupil and add some light shading around the edges to give it more depth. Easy and super effective. Alright, for this eye, I'm going for a calm and neutral vibe. I'll start with a soft curve for the top lid and a straighter line for the bottom. Then I'll add a medium-sized iris, nothing too big or too small. I'll keep the highlights subtle this time, just a tiny circle, and lightly shade in the pupil for a relaxed look. To finish, I'll add a little shading under the eyelid for some depth, but nothing too intense. It's all about keeping it simple and balanced. Alright, now this one has a sharper, more focused look, perfect for a serious or determined character. I'll start with a strong curve for the upper lid, making it slightly thicker toward the center for that intense vibe. The bottom lid will be a thinner, straighter line, just enough to frame the eye. Next, I'll draw a smaller iris, keeping it centered to make the character look more focused. I'll add a bold pupil and a few highlights, but not too much shine. This eye should feel intense, not soft. Now for the shading, I'll darken the upper lid and add a shadow under it to give more depth. A few short, sharp lashes on the outer corner, and there we go, a sharp, commanding eye with lots of attitude. Alright, for this one, the vibe is intense and commanding, perfect for a character with a lot of focus or determination. I'll start with a bold, angular curve for the top lid, making it thicker toward the center. The bottom lid is straighter and more minimal, just enough to frame the eye without softening it. For the iris, I'll keep it smaller, adding a sharp pupil in the center to make the gaze feel piercing. Instead of soft highlights, I'll go with just one small reflection to keep the look serious and focused. Now for the shading, I'll darken the upper lid and add a sharp shadow underneath to give it that dramatic depth, a few quick lashes on the outer corner for detail, and we've got an eye that feels sharp, powerful, and intense. Alright, this one has a bold and intense vibe thanks to the larger iris. I'll start with a strong curve for the upper lid and a slightly straighter line for the lower lid, giving the eye a balanced but sharp shape. For the iris, I'll make it big and centered to really draw attention. A bold pupil in the middle, surrounded by a large highlight to make the eye look striking and full of energy. The size of the iris adds a lot of drama here. Now for shading. I'll darken the upper edge of the iris for depth and lightly shade around the edges for a polished, realistic effect. This one doesn't need lashes. The clean, simple design gives it all the power it needs. And just a small highlight. This one's super simple. It's a closed eye, perfect for a peaceful or resting expression. I'll start with a smooth, slightly curved line for the eyelid, making sure it's not too flat or too arched. It should feel natural. Next, I'll add a very light crease above the lid to suggest the fold of the skin. For shading, I'll keep it minimal, just a touch under the lid to give it some depth and make it look more realistic. And that's it. A calm, closed eye that says a lot with just a simple line. This one has a tired or sleepy vibe, perfect for a character who's either exhausted or just super chill. I'll start with a slightly curved upper lid, but I'll make it heavier, as if the eyelid is drooping. The bottom lid is soft, keeping the overall look relaxed. For the iris, I'll make it smaller and place it low in the eye, giving that half-open, drowsy expression. I'll add a faint pupil and minimal highlights. This eye doesn't need much shine to convey the mood. And here add some simple eyelashes. To finish, I'll add light shading under the top lid and around the iris to emphasize the droopiness. And there it is, a sleepy, half-closed eye with a laid-back or tired feel. And there we have it, different anime eye styles you can practice and try on your own characters. If you liked this, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more drawing tips. Also, check out my Discord link in the bio. You can hang out, share your art, and even place orders for custom drawings. See you there.